home, I've got 30 players here that I need to look out for and to prepare the team as best we can.
Thanks, Fred. Anyone else? Chris, sorry, just in the middle. Thank you.
Hi, Eddie. Just more on Alex in terms of the contractual situation. Are contract talks happening with him in terms of extending here, or are they scheduled to happen given the current situation?
As far as I'm aware, I don't think there's any contract talks taking place at the moment. I think that will be for a later date potentially. I think for now, with the situation as it is and the state of the window, in the sense that it's hurtling towards the end of the window very quickly from our perspective, there's still so much that could happen. Those contract talks potentially may take place at a later date.
And as things stand, do you still expect him to stay at Newcastle?
I think you're trying to put words in my mouth there, Chris. I think I said against Celtic after the game, I certainly hope he stays. And I said I was confident that he'd stay. I don't see anything that's going to change that opinion of mine at the moment, but it's football and who knows what the future may bring.
And on the wider transfer front, how are things going? Are you close to making any inroads there? So you spoke last week about the sort of frustration of going for so many players this summer and not quite happening. Obviously, nobody's arrived in that interim week.
Yeah, the window's still challenging for us. I think we have multiple players that we're looking at across multiple positions. I think all clubs will say the same though. I know other clubs have brought more players in than we have, but it is a challenging window because prices are going up. And the pool of players we have to pick from is small, as I've said before, but we are actively in the market. We are looking. I feel we need to do business. We need to bring players in. We feel with the challenge of the calendar, the football calendar this season, with all the games that we're going to have, we need the options and the depth. As we found out 2 years ago, it's a totally different campaign with Champions League football. So, again, I hope that we can bring players in before the window shuts. Players, not just players that can make a difference and take us forward. We won't stop until that window is shut.
Thanks, Chris. I can see Bruno's feeling quite lonely.
Come on, give him some questions.
I'm very good here.
Take the heat off me for a minute.
Anyone else?
Question for Bruno.
Yeah, okay.
So,
thank you.
So how have you, as club captain, welcomed Anthony Lambert to the squad? And what do you think he can bring, after qualifying for the Champions League? How does he contribute to the ambitions of the club in the next season?
I said the same option, the Gaffer. I think he's training brilliant. He really surprised me. Very good guy, very focused, always smile. I think he's that fast, very, very fast. He's training very, very well. I'm excited to play next to him. So, yeah, he has been training brilliant.
Thank you. Going to go back of the room again.
Yes, it's for Bruno. You mentioned yesterday in our brief chat that one of your focuses now is to sort of just keep the boys with you here, motivated and ahead for the season that's to come. Can you share how tough is it to motivate and keep the players' spirits up throughout such a long, hard season in fantasy football and all this? And also, just a quick one for Eddie. You mentioned about needing to add to the squad. Can you share or give us an idea like how many bodies you ideally like to have added to the squad?
Yeah, I think we had the best season ever in the club history in last season. So now the challenge is keep it going, no stop. It was that good last season, but for me it's not enough. I want more. I want to keep winning. Like I said yesterday, if I lost my ambition, I can go home to Brazil and chill. It's not what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for keep improving, keep winning, keep making history for this club. So yeah, I think we're in a great position. Like the Gaffer said, everyone is feeling very, very good at the moment. So we're in a great position, and we hope we can make an unbelievable season again.
Yeah, to your second point, I think it's not about numbers; it's about quality. So for me, we've identified the positions that we're looking to recruit in, and then can we find the players of quality that can make our team better? If they don't make the team better or the squad better, then we won't sign them.
Thank you. Going to go to the middle of the
Hi,
room.
Alex Howe from BBC. On a broader subject, when a player maybe expresses they want to try or find a different scenario or something new, have you experienced it before as a manager, and do you always try and find a way back to them, or does it make it more difficult for them to get back into the group?
Yeah, I've experienced that many times, and I think it's never the same situation. There's loads of different things that can happen in that scenario. I've welcomed players back to the group, obviously sold players all throughout my management career because that's part of being a football manager. So every situation we're taking on an individual basis, but I think there's a wider picture here. There's a whole football club that has to make the decision. The ownership, together with the board of directors, will all, especially with the money involved in modern day transfers, the manager of course has an opinion, but ultimately the decision will rest with the board.
Okay. Just on the front row.
Yeah, I mean, having ended the 70-year wait for by winning the Carabao Cup this season and returning the Champions League, what are the objectives that you set for the boys in the upcoming season?
Yeah, I think even last year, I mean, Bruno will tell you, we didn't really have set objectives. We sort of season by season, we have long-term goals that we want to achieve. One of them was winning a trophy, which thankfully we did last year, and it was unbelievable to experience that. I think naturally, once you experience that feeling of winning, speaking on behalf of Bruno, I'm sure he feels the same. Once you have it, you want it again. So we want it again as quickly as possible. So in all the competitions that we're in, we're looking to do as well as we can. We set the bar very high. There's a lot of ambition within the team. And you can see from training has been very competitive. The lads are very driven to do well. So I see good signs. But obviously, as I said earlier, there's still some work to do with the squad.
Thank you. Back to the room.
Eddie, hello. James Olive from the SPA. You mentioned it on Alex, it'll be a club decision. How important is it for you that decision is made quickly, so you know one way or the other, you can plan and react accordingly?
I wouldn't put a time scale on it. I think with these situations, it has to be right for the football club. And obviously everything then is taken into context below that, but the club will make the right decision with all the information that it has, and ultimately to try and move the club forward in whatever way that is. And then it's up to us then to make good decisions the other way and try and improve the squad as best we can, and that's what we're trying to do, regardless of Alex's situation. Of course, we want stability, and we want the group to have a really good feeling, and I have to say, the feeling during pre-seasons has been as good as any other. So I don't think we're distracted. We're here, we're focused, and we're working hard.
Thanks, James. Anyone else? Yeah?
Yeah, Bruno, if I can ask you, I was just a little bit, is it distracting for the players, all this talk about Alex potentially leaving?
No, at all. We are focused on doing the pre-season well to be prepared for the season. Like we said, we have an exciting season ahead. Of course, he's a top player for us. You cannot find some player who score more than 20 goals in Premier League. So, but has not been a distraction for us. We are just focused to keep it going, to get sharp as soon as possible, because this season gonna be tough for us.
And I suppose, Eddie, for you, it is, like you said, it is sort of football. Players come and go, and the job of the manager is to make the best and move on, whether you've got the same squad or old players or new players.
Yeah, and it's always the football team is always in movement, so there's always players leaving, there's always players coming in different windows, different challenges. I see that as part of the job. I think I had a very good grounding in that with my early career at Bournemouth, where any player that did well was gone. So but the team never stands still, and that's always the way it's been. And that's no prelude to what's going to happen with Alex. We'll wait and see what happens in that situation. But I think for us, we're relaxed on the situation. We are looking forward to working with the team and trying to hit new heights.
Okay, we'll take a couple more. We'll start on the end of the front row and then with Craig, please. Yes, please.
Hi, Eddie. I understand you guys just arrived yesterday, but Arsenal has been here and they have been acclimatized to play the game since. Are you guys confident that your team is going to be ready to take them on Sunday?
My stock answer should be yes, but, and there is a but, because I saw the players training today, and there was a bit of fatigue in the training today. The heat was one thing, but I think the players were still adjusting to time zones. And so I think a definite advantage for Arsenal tomorrow, having been here for much longer than we have. But it's a pre-season game, so we just want to get certain bits from the game. We want to be fitter. We want to be tactically better. We're up against a really good opponent. So I think the game's a great one for us. In terms of how we perform, I think we're building towards our best levels. I'll repeat, the most important thing is how we play against Aston Villa, not these games, but we need to get something from it.
Thank you. Last one, Craig, please.
Just back to our Friday morning routine of Benton. Injuries, fitness, is there anyone who won't play tomorrow night, who hasn't trained? Just a general update on players' fitness and where they're at, please.
Yeah, the squad at the moment is in a very good place, Alex apart. So Lewis Hall joined in today for his first very mini part of training. He didn't join in the full lot, but it was great to see him back with the team. I think the players were very excited to see him back as well. I think apart from that, we have a clean bill of health, so the squad's in a good place.
And Martin Dubravka, will he join you next week?
Yeah, the plan for Martin is to join us in Korea.
Okay, thank you all for your questions. We'll see you at the stadium tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.